So welcome to this new episode of Let's Talk Defense Production. So I have with me Mr. Shekhar, formerly of Boeing. So Shekhar, it's been a fascinating topic that we'd like to talk now, and it's a fascinating field that you are in. You have specialized mostly in the manufacturing of aircrafts. Is that where you would fit in?
My background has been both in working for a OEM, which is Boeing, as well as for service providers that provide services to the OEMs. I had worked for a couple of companies, but in the US.
When you say they're all service providers, they don't provide material.
They're not manufacturing, they're more of engineering background.
Okay. So you have now taken over as the head of the Aeronautical Association of people who are in this industry. So are we ready to take on things like this? Is Tamilnadu ready for this?
Yeah, I'm the president for Aerospace and Defense Industry Association of Tamilnadu, which represents the complete ecosystem that are into design, engineering, manufacturing and support of aerospace and defense components and parts and products.
We know about cars and transport, the road transport. We know the state is well geared up for that. They call it Detroit of South India, Detroit of India. How are we in the aerospace?
Yeah, so in the aerospace and defense sector, if you see, currently there are about 150 units in Tamil Nadu which are supplying in various ways components and services to the aerospace and defense industry.
So who were they supplying to earlier?
They're basically currently supplying to people like HAL, HVF in Chennai, to CVRDE and ISRO and to DRDO and various defense organizations.
And they've all been well established leaders in their field?
They're all small to medium MSME kind of companies. There are 2 or 3 larger companies in Tamil Nadu which are also supplying for that.
So am I to assume that it doesn't require a huge organization and massive amounts of money because you're talking about pretty small companies?
It varies. For example, there are companies which do 3 crores. They supply.
Vital components
Vital
too.
components. There are companies that do 300 crores that also supply. The whole concept is that like in any manufacturing, you need a pyramid. The pyramid, the top one being the OEM or the integrator, and then you need the supplier, system level supplier, subsystem, and
so
the
you
component.
Collect material from all the people and then funnel it to the end user.
What we have today largely is component suppliers. We're starting to evolve into subsystem and system suppliers. The integrators will still remain the integrators. So what HAL is one of the main OEMs in India. They manufacture this light combat aircraft called Tejas. They actually use many of the suppliers. It's probably one of the most successful outsourcing program from HAL of their own design.
Did they outsource because they were incapable, or they felt it would be faster and better?
The idea is to involve private industry a lot more, which they were not involving earlier.
And spread the knowledge of these subjects.
And also enhance the productivity level. Because by outsourcing to others, they can actually manufacture much more parts and components. They can assemble much faster. That's one of the successful outsourcing programs of HAL. And you asked me about the auto industry. Just to give you a background, auto industry in India started with Maruti in Delhi. In the late 80s, early 90s.
Modernized industry.
Yeah, correct. And Maruti really built the nationwide supply and servicing. And they became very, very successful. And they provided very, very affordable cars. And through that,
that's the model we are all trying to replicate.
No, through that, they created a network of suppliers. So when 96, 97 come, Ford and Hyundai and they all come into India, luckily they found Tamil Nadu as a destination because there was already a set of suppliers already available. So Ford basically used the Maruti supply chain, whereas Hyundai developed their own new supply chain.
But still they had this ecosystem
to fall back on.
Correct.
And because of that, the Tamil Nadu manufacturing, the culture that was already there, they took upon this auto industry with a lot of zeal. And now Tamil Nadu is the Detroit of South India. And these automotive companies, in a large sense, are actually well equipped to get into aerospace and defense because of 2 reasons. One is that precision manufacturing. And second one is the focus on quality. So while automotive companies need to have 99.5% quality or higher, aerospace and defense needs 100% quality.
That's true. There's no chance of anything
There's no chance of failure. Correct. So they have one level of upgradation that they need to do, but they have the focus. But the automotive industry is, a lot of them is actually is basically suffering from lack of profitability. Because high volume but low profit.
Okay.
Whereas in aerospace and defense, it's low
Or
volume
even
but
the
high
order
profit.
books are not full in that sense.
No, auto industry right now, the sales of automotive is actually doing very well.
Okay. Yeah, automobile. So what about another vital component, which is the labor? I mean, the people who are going to actually do all these things. Are we good for it in Tamil Nadu?
Actually, Tamil Nadu is the place where we generate a lot of engineers in India.
Okay.
Okay, so 40% of engineers, be it any field, whether it's IT or manufacturing or engineering design, they come from Tamil Nadu. Because we have one of the largest number of institutions.
So should engineers in the stream today pick aeronautical?
I think
aerospace?
they will do well. Many of them have actually gone into IT. I think going forward, they will do very well to pick up aerospace and defense as an area of focus.
So as an engineer, this should be the choice number one, you think?
I would say first develop a passion for it.
Okay.
And then you
so
have
how
job
do you go about
opportunities.
doing that, since you are an actual user of these students?
They need to actually understand the aerospace segment. Not everybody gets a passion. So like somebody can be a motor race passionate.
That's true.
Whereas you need to create aerospace.
And our colleges, what do you have opinion about them?
There are about 7 or 8 colleges in Tamil Nadu which actually produce very good aerospace and aeronautical engineers. I think many of them can get into this business.
So it's not unreasonable to expect what you expect. I mean, reasonably intelligent, trained people to walk into the aerospace industry.
I would say that the colleges may not produce industry ready. So we need probably one more level of things. So that's where the National Skill Development Council is coming in, where they will provide the finishing school, what they call as the finishing school.
Is there any other state in India which is, be honest, on par like this?
I would say Karnataka is probably one, because there happens to be a large set of aerospace and defense companies already.
Oh, HAL and all is already
Correct.
based there.
Many other DRDO organizations also.
So we can hope and expect to see a major aerospace industry coming out of Tamil Nadu.
Yes, definitely.
Thank you very much, Mr. Shekhar.
Thank you.
Talk more about it.
Thank you.